Hello, my friend. We all love to think our favorite actors are as great off-screen as they are on. But sometimes, fame brings entitlement, and some stars develop a bad reputation. Whether it's clashing with co-stars, arguing with directors, or treating crew poorly, these actors are known for being difficult to work with. Here are a few big names people dread collaborating with. Val Kilmer's reputation in Hollywood has become the stuff of legend, and not in a good way. His difficult behavior first caught attention in 1995 during the filming of Batman Forever. Director Joel Schumacher didn't hold back, calling Kilmer childish and impossible after dealing with his off-camera antics. This set the stage for a series of behind-the-scenes clashes that followed Kilmer throughout his career. One of the most famous examples came just a year later with The Island of Dr. Moreau. Director John Frankenheimer, clearly frustrated, declared, "I will never climb Mount Everest, and I will never work with Val Kilmer again." That comment cemented Kilmer's reputation as someone even veteran directors wanted to avoid. His abrasive attitude didn't go unnoticed by his co-stars either. Neil Young, one of the actors in the film, remarked on Kilmer's behavior, describing him as rude and abrasive. Young suggested that Kilmer's on-set personality might have been a method approach to preparing for his role. But even with that excuse, it's clear Kilmer's off-screen persona left a lasting mark on those who worked with him. Recognize a pattern yet? Alec Baldwin is no stranger to controversy, and his outspoken nature often lands him in hot water. From scuffles with paparazzi to being accused of using homophobic slurs, Baldwin's personal life frequently grabs headlines. One of the most infamous moments came when a voicemail leaked of him calling his own daughter names. According to those who've worked with him, that's just Baldwin being Baldwin. Shia LaBeouf can certainly relate. Known for his own share of drama, LaBeouf famously left the Broadway production Orphans in 2013 after constant clashes with Baldwin during rehearsals. Their on-set friction was too much to handle, even for someone like LaBeouf, who's no stranger to conflict. Even on 30 Rock, Baldwin's fiery personality made waves. Co-star Cheyenne Jackson once summed up working with him in a simple but telling statement: "What I learned from him was really good comedic timing, and don't get in his light." Shia LaBeouf, once the charming Disney star of Even Stevens, has come a long way from his innocent beginnings. After his breakout role in Transformers, which propelled him to stardom, Shia's career took a sharp and strange turn. Major blockbusters like Constantine and I, Robot put him on the map, but his shift to avant-garde roles and bizarre public stunts soon became his new norm. Whether it was wearing a paper bag that read, "I am not famous anymore," or filming himself watching his own movies back-to-back, Shia's behavior grew increasingly erratic. As his antics intensified, so did his reputation for on-set conflict. LaBeouf's over-the-top method acting and unpredictable behavior have rubbed many the wrong way, including some of his co-stars. He famously got into fistfights with Tom Hardy on the set of Lawless and Brad Pitt during Fury. Both incidents were brushed off publicly, but Hardy jokingly warned others about Shia's weird little left uppercut that could catch anyone off guard. On Lawless, LaBeouf took his method acting to a new level by drinking actual moonshine to stay in character, and even carved his name into co-star Mia Wasikowska's dressing room door. While Shia might claim he no longer wants fame, his wild behavior has made him more infamous than ever, just not in the way he probably intended. Chevy Chase might be known for playing lovable goofs on screen, but behind the scenes, his reputation is far less charming. From his early days on Saturday Night Live in the 70s to his more recent role on Community, Chase has developed a reputation as one of Hollywood's most difficult personalities. One of the most infamous incidents was a physical altercation with Bill Murray. And perhaps more shockingly, he once suggested that openly gay SNL co-star Terry Sweeney do a weekly segment where he would get weighed to see if he had contracted AIDS, a deeply offensive and tasteless joke. Chase's knack for rubbing people the wrong way has been well documented, and even he admitted in 2012, "Nobody prepares you for what happens when you get famous, and I didn't handle it well." That's putting it mildly, considering his long history of conflicts with co-stars and crew alike. It seems fame didn't just change Chase, it unleashed his worst tendencies. Mandy Patinkin may not be a household name, but his roles are iconic, especially his unforgettable performance as Inigo Montoya in The Princess Bride. Fans of CBS's Criminal Minds or Showtime's Homeland will also recognize him from his success on the small screen. Given his accomplished career in both film and television, you'd expect Patinkin to be a pleasant figure behind the scenes. However, by his own admission, working with him hasn't always been easy. In 2007, Patinkin abruptly left Criminal Minds, nearly derailing his TV career. But his difficult behavior started long before that. In a 2013 interview with the New York Times, Patinkin reflected on his spoiled attitude while filming Chicago Hope. He revealed, "I never let directors talk to me because I was so spoiled. I behaved abominably." At least he's honest about it now, but his past behavior certainly left its mark on his reputation. Mike Myers may be known for his hilarious, larger-than-life characters like those in Wayne's World and Austin Powers. But behind the scenes, the pressures of being a full-time comedian seem to have taken their toll. While his comedic genius is undeniable, Myers has earned a reputation as a perfectionist, sometimes venturing into difficult territory. On his best days, he's meticulous. On his worst, he's been described as emotionally needy. Penelope Spheris, who directed him in Wayne's World, didn't mince words when discussing Myers' behavior. She even recounted a moment when he stormed off set because the caterers failed to provide margarine for his bagel. Myers' dedication to his craft is clear, but it's just as clear that working with him isn't always a laughing matter. Gwyneth Paltrow has become something of an internet villain, especially among those who roll their eyes at her luxurious lifestyle and out-of-touch advice from her brand, Goop. From recommending pricey wellness products to making comments that feel far removed from the average person's reality, she often comes across as aloof and entitled. Stories of her avoiding other people's shower water at the gym and refusing to use toilet paper that's already unwrapped have only fueled the public's perception of her as high maintenance. But it's not just the public that finds Paltrow challenging. Her Hollywood peers have also had their share of grievances. Reports from the set of Iron Man 2 claim that she went out of her way to avoid co-star Scarlett Johansson during filming. Tensions allegedly escalated when Paltrow felt overshadowed by Johansson during the movie's promotional events, leading to even more rumors of behind-the-scenes drama. While Paltrow's representatives have denied these claims, her uptight reputation continues to follow her. Whether it's another piece of exaggerated gossip or a peek behind the curtain of Hollywood egos when it comes to the Queen of Goop, it's hard to separate fact from fiction. Katherine Heigl has become a prime target for tabloid gossip, with her reputation for being difficult both on and off set. In 2008, she famously criticized her own breakout film, Knocked Up, calling it sexist, a bold move that didn't sit well with many in the industry. She also made waves when she declined to submit herself for an Emmy nomination for Grey's Anatomy, claiming the writers didn't give her enough juicy, dramatic material to warrant the honor. This move left a lasting impression on the show's creator, Shonda Rhimes, who later reflected on the situation, saying, "On some level it stung, and on some level I was not surprised." Rhimes added, When people say who they are, believe them. The tension between the two reportedly led Rhimes to turn down any offer for Heigl to return to Grey's Anatomy after her character's departure. Heigl's outspoken nature may have earned her praise in some circles, but it also made her a lightning rod for controversy. In an industry where relationships are everything, burning bridges with both co-stars and creators has made it tough for her to shake that difficult reputation. Patrick Dempsey, famously known as McDreamy from Grey's Anatomy, wasn't immune to behind-the-scenes drama. Rumors swirled that Dempsey was once suspended from the show for acting like a diva on set, with his character's shocking death following not long after. His behavior reportedly led to clashes with showrunner Shonda Rhimes, which only fueled speculation about his abrupt exit. Though Dempsey later denied any tension and insisted there was nothing but goodwill between him and the cast, the whispers of conflict have been hard to shake. Despite his denials, the lingering rumors have left fans questioning the real story behind his departure from one of TV's most beloved dramas. Bruce Willis may be an action star and Hollywood icon, but his reputation for being difficult to work with has followed him throughout his career. Kevin Smith, who directed Willis in the 2010 film Cop Out, famously described the experience as soul-crushing. Smith had long admired Willis, but that admiration quickly faded after they worked together. According to Smith, the reality of collaborating with his hero was far from what he expected. Willis's difficult behavior wasn't just limited to one director. Antoine Fuqua, who directed him in Tears of the Sun, echoed similar sentiments, calling Willis a major pain in the ass to work with. The frustrations seemed to extend beyond the set, as more and more stories surfaced of Willis's challenging attitude. Even fellow action star Sylvester Stallone had his share of trouble with Willis during the filming of the Expendables series. After dropping Willis from Expendables 3 and replacing him with Harrison Ford, Stallone tweeted a not-so-subtle jab, calling someone greedy and lazy, a sure formula for career failure. While Stallone didn't directly name Willis, the timing left little doubt that the message was aimed at him, adding yet another layer to the actor's rocky reputation. Desperate Housewives was known for its on-screen drama, but things behind the scenes were just as tense. From the very beginning, tension simmered among the cast, and Terry Hatcher, who played Susan, often found herself at the center of it. Her co-stars reportedly felt she acted like a diva, with Nicolette Sheridan even going so far as to call Hatcher the meanest woman in the world. The drama didn't die down even after the series wrapped. Following the final episode, Hatcher made a cryptic statement saying, "I will never disclose the true and complicated journey of us all." Her comment left fans and media wondering just how tumultuous the on-set relationships really were. In the end, Hatcher's refusal to spill the details keeps the behind-the-scenes tension a mystery. Perhaps it's for the best. Some stories are better left untold. Steven Seagal, once the king of action films, has made a name for himself beyond his on-screen tough guy persona, and not in a good way. Though he's no longer headlining blockbuster movies, Seagal continues to crank out low-budget films. However, his reputation has taken a hit over the years due to numerous allegations of sexual misconduct. One of the most notorious claims came from Under Siege 2 auditioner Jenny McCarthy, who alleged that Seagal asked her to undress during a private audition, despite there being no nudity in the script. The unsettling accusation is just one of many that have tarnished his name. But Seagal's troubling behavior doesn't stop there. He's also been known to intimidate his male co-stars, using his martial arts skills to assert dominance when the cameras aren't rolling. Actor John Leguizamo once recounted how Seagal violently elbowed him against a wall on the set of Executive Decision in 1996, simply because Leguizamo laughed at something Seagal said, thinking it was a joke. It wasn't, and Seagal made sure he knew it, knocking the air out of him with a swift move. Leguizamo's story is just one example of Seagal's behind-the-scenes aggression, adding to the growing list of incidents that have turned the action star's legacy into something far less heroic than his silver screen image suggests. While some actors have a history of treating their co-stars and crew like trash, it doesn't stop there. In fact, some of the biggest names in Hollywood are just as bad, if not worse, when it comes to their personal relationships. Let's take a look at the celebrities who have been called out for treating their significant others like garbage. Tom Cruise's relationships have made headlines for their fairy tale moments, but the reality was far more complicated. His high-profile marriage to Nicole Kidman ended abruptly in 2001, reportedly due to his growing dedication to Scientology. After 10 years together, Cruise filed for divorce, leaving Kidman shocked. She later joked, "Well, I can wear heels now," reflecting on her newfound freedom. Cruise's marriage to Katie Holmes sparked even more speculation. Rumored to be a contract marriage, Holmes allegedly had to follow strict rules, including maintaining complete silence during the birth of their daughter, Suri. The control extended into every aspect of their relationship, with Cruise's ties to Scientology at the center of the tension. When Holmes filed for divorce in 2012, reports surfaced that she feared for her safety due to the church's influence over Cruise. What had seemed like a whirlwind romance quickly unraveled, exposing a more complex and controlling side to Cruise's relationships. Brad Pitt's love life has been a source of endless speculation, and if you ask his ex-wives, he may be at the heart of the trouble. In the early 2000s, his high-profile split from Jennifer Aniston left the media portraying her as heartbroken, largely due to rumors that Pitt had an emotional affair with Angelina Jolie on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Though Pitt and Jolie claimed they didn't take things further until after his divorce, their chemistry sparked tabloid frenzy. Before the divorce with Aniston was even finalized, Pitt posed for a controversial W magazine shoot with Jolie, portraying them as a couple with kids in a feature called Domestic Bliss. The spread didn't sit well with Aniston, who later told Vanity Fair that Pitt was missing a sensitivity chip. Meanwhile, Brangelina appeared to thrive for almost a decade, until their explosive 2016 breakup, which included a bitter custody battle. In the aftermath, Pitt opened up about the collapse of his relationship with Jolie, admitting to GQ that substance abuse played a major role. He revealed, "I can't remember a day since college when I wasn't boozing or had a spliff." However, Pitt has since taken steps to clean up his lifestyle, reportedly turning a new leaf. Adam Levine may have a voice that's smooth and sweet, but his past relationships tell a different story. One of the most notorious incidents involved his supermodel girlfriend, Nina Agdal, whom he allegedly ghosted. According to Us Weekly, Levine stopped answering her calls and later informed her of his engagement to Bahati Prinsloo via text message. The Daily Beast even reported that Levine had previously ended things with Jessica Simpson in the same abrupt manner. Levine has also earned a reputation for sharing too much about his personal life. He once publicly embarrassed cocktail waitress Rebecca Ginos by revealing intimate details of their relationship on The Howard Stern Show. Similarly, Victoria's Secret model Anne V was reportedly mortified when Levine spoke about their private moments in interviews, putting their bedroom life on display for the world. Despite these missteps, Levine seems to have sought some redemption before settling down. He reportedly reached out to several of his exes to apologize for his past behavior ahead of marrying Bahati Prince Lu in the summer of 2014, perhaps signaling a more thoughtful chapter in his love life. The Kardashians are known for maintaining a certain level of public decorum in their relationships, whether it's Khloe Kardashian supporting her troubled ex-husband or Kris Jenner standing by her ex-husband's transition. Rob Kardashian, however, has been the exception to the rule, especially when it comes to his tumultuous relationship with Blac Chyna. Their highly publicized fights, captured on Rob and Chyna, showed the intense drama between the two, filled with explosive arguments and tension. Their relationship quickly spiraled beyond reality TV and into a series of public disputes. In 2017, after a rocky year and a half of dating, Blac Chyna accused Rob of abuse via Snapchat. According to Us Weekly, she even sent him a video of herself kissing another man, seemingly to provoke him. Rob responded in a toxic and potentially illegal way, posting explicit photos of Chyna on social media in a tirade that lasted for hours, crossing serious boundaries. This incident proved to be the breaking point for Chyna, who sought legal protection. She was granted a restraining order against Rob, with her lawyer firmly stating, "Cyberbullying your ex is harassment. Your attempts to shame and control Chyna are hereby rejected." Emma Roberts may have the image of the sweet girl next door, but her relationship with actor Evan Peters has been anything but picture perfect. The two met while filming Adult World, and for a while, they seemed like the ideal millennial power couple. However, things took a dark turn in 2013 when, according to TMZ, Roberts was arrested for allegedly assaulting Peters during an incident in Canada. Reports from the altercation claimed that Peters had suffered a bloody nose and bite marks, but despite the physical injuries, he chose not to press charges, and Roberts was quickly released. The incident cast a shadow over their relationship, but the couple remained together through the ups and downs. As of May 2018, Roberts and Peters were still engaged, leading fans to hope that the troubling moments of their past are behind them. The pair has kept their relationship more private in recent years, leaving many to wonder if they've managed to find more peaceful ground. In 2008, Chris Brown and Rihanna were seen as hip-hop's it couple, with a love story that began as teenagers at the Vibe Awards and blossomed over the years. The two grew from collaborators to best friends, and then to being totally in love. But beneath the glamorous red carpet appearances, trouble was brewing. In 2009, TMZ reported that Brown had brutally assaulted Rihanna following a pre-Grammy party, leaving the music world in shock. Brown later pleaded guilty to felony assault, receiving 5 years probation and 6 months of community labor, as reported by Billboard. In the aftermath, Brown publicly expressed remorse, saying he felt like a effing monster for what he had done. Despite the scandal, Brown eventually moved on and found love again with model Karrueche Tran, offering hope that he had turned a corner. However, old patterns seemed to repeat. According to E! News, Tran alleged that Brown had punched her in the stomach, pushed her down the stairs, and made repeated threats against her life. Voicemails filled with anger and threats led to Tran being granted a permanent restraining order, marking another dark chapter in Brown's troubled personal life. Amber Heard and Johnny Depp first met while filming The Rum Diary in 2009, and by 2014, the two were engaged. However, their seemingly romantic relationship took a dark turn. Just 9 months after their wedding, Heard filed for a temporary restraining order, citing multiple alleged violent incidents. According to court filings, Heard claimed that Depp was drunk and high when he showed up to her birthday party, becoming violent again. A leaked video, allegedly showing Depp throwing a wine bottle and glass at Heard, further escalated the controversy. Depp's legal team quickly denied Heard's claims, arguing that the video was heavily edited and part of a larger scheme to secure a bigger divorce settlement. Meanwhile, Depp's former partner, Vanessa Paradis, and his first wife, Lori Ann Allison, publicly defended him, stating that he had never been abusive during their relationships. This public support added more layers to the complicated and highly publicized case. In 2016, Heard filed for divorce, and the two reached a $7 million settlement, which she donated to charity. In a joint statement, they declared, "Neither party has made false accusations for financial gains. There was never an intent of physical or emotional harm." In 2018, Morgan Freeman faced serious accusations of sexual misconduct when multiple women came forward, alleging inappropriate behavior, including unwanted touching and suggestive comments. The accusations came from various professional settings, with colleagues and women in the industry sharing their stories. One production assistant revealed that Freeman repeatedly attempted to touch her skirt while working on the set of Going in Style in 2015. Another woman recalled similar incidents during the filming of Now You See Me in 2012, where Freeman allegedly made inappropriate remarks about her body and clothing. A senior member of the production staff on one of Freeman's films noted that his behavior was well known, leading to precautions being taken to ensure women were not left alone with him. In response to the allegations, Freeman issued a public apology, stating that he never intended to make anyone feel uncomfortable or disrespected. At the 2012 American Music Awards, Jenny McCarthy's behavior caused considerable discomfort. While presenting the Rock Pop Album of the Year award, McCarthy forcefully kissed and inappropriately touched Justin Bieber, who was 18 at the time. Bieber, visibly disturbed, struggled to free himself from the then 39-year-old McCarthy's grasp as she continued to invade his personal space. Bieber later described the incident as violating, and McCarthy's subsequent comments only added to the controversy. She admitted to touching Bieber, but made an unsettling remark, saying she couldn't help herself because she found him delicious and joking about wanting to tear his head off and eat it. The incident recently resurfaced, leading to widespread shock and outrage. Fans have criticized McCarthy, with some arguing that if the roles had been reversed, there would have been severe consequences. Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, has recently been embroiled in a wave of serious allegations. Over the past few months, multiple women have accused him of sexual assault and misconduct. One of the most notable cases involves his former partner, Cassie Ventura. In 2023, Cassie filed a lawsuit alleging a decade of physical and sexual abuse during their relationship. Her claims included intimidation, control through drugs and alcohol, and instances where Combs allegedly forced himself on her without consent. Although this lawsuit was settled out of court, it set off a chain reaction. Other women, including Joey Dickerson-Neal and April Lampros, have since come forward with similar allegations, accusing Combs of drugging and sexual assault in incidents dating back to the 1990s. Combs has denied all these allegations, and the legal system continues to investigate. The gravity of these claims and their potential impact on Combs remain to be seen. Andy Dick's career has been marked by controversy from the start, but in recent years, his behavior has taken a far more serious and disturbing turn. In 2018, he was convicted of sexual battery for inappropriate behavior toward an Uber driver, an incident that resulted in a 90-day jail sentence. Additionally, Dick was required to register as a sex offender, a significant and damaging consequence that underscored the severity of his actions. Unfortunately, the incident with the Uber driver was not an isolated event. Andy Dick has faced numerous accusations of sexual misconduct throughout his career. In 2022, he was arrested again, this time for allegedly groping a man, further tarnishing his already controversial reputation. These repeated allegations have cemented Andy Dick's image as a predator in the eyes of the public. Once known for his offbeat humor and eccentric persona, his career is now largely defined by his legal troubles and disturbing conduct.
Thank you for watching my video. There are many other interesting things in the next videos. Please look forward to it. Thank you and goodbye.